Well, finally got the camera out of hibernation. Been a little busy out here in the garage, and obviously with just life and whatnot, so haven't recorded too much, but about to head to the gym and go get a deadlift workout in. I just started getting back into deadlift, trying to get back into it with my back and everything. I think I have like a disc or something that's bulged on my sciatic nerve, so I have like sciatica. But a lot of the mobility and stretching and stuff I've done has helped a lot. I've been able to squat, and everything's been good for like past 2-3 months. But I had a customer car get dropped off over here. It was a '03 Terminator. Did a set of headers and had to make a little mid pipe for it to adapt it to the existing exhaust. But I had that in here taking up old girl's spot, so she had to sit outside for a week because I just worked on it on the weekends after work. But yeah, I'm glad to have the garage back so I can do what I need to do to this thing. And I've already had some other kid wanting me to do headers on his S550 Mustang, but I don't know when I'd get to it because this is kind of my priority right now. The goal is to have this thing turned up a little bit and go run it at the track before it gets too cold, to be able to run a personal best, and afterwards take this thing into paint and body. So I've wanted to make a video on this truck about the history of it, but I'm gonna just go real quick and tell you guys what's happened to this thing, because a lot of people's never noticed. No one's ever noticed anything with the truck unless they just know what they're looking for. But back in, I want to say 2019 in December, or maybe I think it was 2020 in January, we had a bad storm, and like an ice storm. At the tree I would park under had it was basically the size of a tree that fell on the truck and caved in the cab, got the door, got my hood and fender, it got a part of the bed. So a good friend of mine's dad hooked me up and did some quick body work on it, but since then the Bondo's cracked. I mean, it really needed a new roof skin, but I was in high school, and just to get this thing on the road and looking decent, that's what we did. The door, you can see, has a little waviness to it. Thankfully those lights really help out with that. But yeah, I want to have all that fixed. I want to put a new roof skin on it. There's also just some dings I've gotten over the years. You know, this thing's being a daily. The hood's got some dings because this thin hood, like some of these are from me, but like I remember a while ago I was getting the truck inspected, and the guy went to go shut my hood and left a dent just closing it, so that's why I just let it kind of slam. So also typical, we got some rocker rust. I don't know if it's like bad right here. My camera just, the screen flipped upside down. There's like some over here. The other side is the worst side. This is literally the good side of the truck, the money shot side. I've got a little ding on the bed for my buddy Connor, thank you. And also rust has started peeking through. So, but this side over here is the bad side. So yeah, we got a little rustage, and that just happened. I was working up under the truck and I kind of just put my finger through there. But yeah, it's pretty rusty. So I want to get one more track day out of this thing before I go to the garage and take it apart. But going back to the whole turning it up thing, I've had this issue ever since I had the 4L80 swapped in it. Whenever I took this truck to get the tune touched up for the 4L80, where are these dogs at? What are you doing? But whenever I took the truck to have the tune touched up for the 4L80, I had them put on an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator just to do away with the stock one, because I knew it would limit me eventually, which I'm still limited by the fuel lines, but whatever. But ever since I had them put that regulator on it, randomly ran Rich. They asked me if I'd mess with the tuning. I was like, other than the segment swap, no. So they tuned it. Everything was fine. Later on, I put the bigger turbo on. I had the guy that built this car and does the tuning on this car tune the truck, and everything was fine. Everything was cool, tuned, good to go. I started wanting to add boost lately, and that's when he come back and was like, hey man, did you mess with the fuel system? Because this thing's 15% richer even in lower boost. So on the logs, it would literally dip down into like the 9 or 8s in the AFR. One time I saw 7s. So it's like super rich for no reason. So I suspected it was that regulator. So I swapped a new one on, didn't fix it. I tried changing the base pressure, which I thought I was onto something there, but in all reality, if you're lowering, dude, quit. If you're lowering the base pressure, you're really just taking fuel away, because as you go into boost, it, you know, where it's on vacuum, it'll go up 1 psi. So I'm basically just taking fuel away from it to make it leaner. So that's not really fixing anything. I come to the realization the other night on that. So I set it back to 58 where it should be, psi at base idle, and I had to go on a Walmart run, and I took the truck out. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do a run, because sometimes when you take something apart and put it back together, somehow it just fixes things. I don't know. Sure enough, it seemed like it ran like it's supposed to, which is weird. So today sometime I'm going to take this back out and data log it. I'll probably try to get the camera out for that. But yeah, the tuner, he's kind of at the point where he's like, man, just bring this thing to me. It'll be a lot easier just so I could have it here, which in all honesty is better, obviously, to do something in person, not over email. So I'd prefer that. Also, I'd like to know what this thing's making, because the last time I had on the dyno, it was 4L60, smaller turbo, questionable tuner. So it might be, it's definitely making more power, but I just don't know how much. You know better. Come on. I bought them their hell yeah brother collars from Cletus. Max, he does not like it at all. Toby doesn't seem to mind. But yeah, I'm gonna start this thing up so I can check the oil on it and get this thing out and drive it today. And yeah, I guess I will just catch up with you guys when I get to the gym. Don't expect to see any crazy deadlift numbers being picked up and put down, because I'm still working on my form. And I don't want to throw my back out, because for whatever reason, working on that guy's Cobra, I guess just being on this floor really messed my back up. Just one time I leaned over to literally grab my blower just to blow out the floor, and it just went out. So really trying to watch it. I'm pretty sure I'm out of this, so it's not good. Oh, that might not do.
Fuck you and your fucking love. The voices told me you are due. Listening and going to pursue. with pursuit.
Well, here's the end of the video. Just randomly, just did subframe connectors on this fucking 2-valve Brian modes. Truck outside. Didn't fix shit. Hit a deer with the daily. It's fucked. Gotta go.